Welcome back. This is the 365th prayer video. We've come to our final two meditations in this series. We'll be concluding these final two videos with the final two chapters of the Revelation. First with an encouragement in Revelation 21, and then finally an exhortation from Revelation 22. Today, Revelation 21, verses 1 through 8. Now I saw a new heaven and a new earth, for the first heaven and the first earth had passed away. Also there was no more sea. Then I, John, saw the holy city, New Jerusalem, coming down out of heaven from God, prepared as a bride adorned for her husband. And I heard a loud voice from heaven saying, Behold, the tabernacle of God is with men, and he will dwell with them, and they shall be his people. God himself will be with them, and be their God. And God will wipe away every tear from their eyes. There shall be no more death, nor sorrow, nor crying. There shall be no more pain, for the former things have passed away. Then he who sat on the throne said, Behold, I make all things new. And he said to me, Write, for these words are true and faithful. And he said to me, It is done. I am the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end. I will give of the fountain of the water of life freely to him who thirsts. He who overcomes shall inherit all things, and I will be his God, and he shall be my son. Hopefully, you've been as blessed as I have been as we've been considering these passages, considering the prayer and praise that has been going on in the throne room of God. Today we see that God declares that the tabernacle of God will be with men, and he will dwell or tabernacle with them, and they shall be his people. The word tabernacle is the word skenos. The word here for dwell is the word skenao, which means to tent or to tabernacle. As we saw in Revelation chapter 7, God reveals that he will tent among men. That is exactly what we saw declared about Jesus in John 1, verse 14. The Word became flesh and dwelt or tabernacled among us. And with that promise, we're told by God that I will be his God, and he shall be my son. That is the final part of that fourth cup of blessing that I mentioned in yesterday's devotional regarding the Last Supper of the Lord. In that Passover celebration, there would be 4 cups of blessings that would be used during the Passover celebration. 2 prior to the meal, 2 after the meal. We're told that after they had supped, Jesus took the cup of redemption, and he declared that that cup was being fulfilled in his blood. But then he said that he would no longer drink of the fruit of the cup until he drank it with us in paradise. That last cup of blessing in the Jewish celebration states, and I shall be your God, and you shall be my people. Jesus declared that he would declare that cup in our presence in that day. And what we read today is the fulfillment of that. What God has promised, he will fulfill. How awesome it is to read this word. Remember way back in chapter 1, we're told, blessed are those who read and hear the words of this prophecy. Because this is the blessing of it. We know what is to come. We know what our God has prepared for us. And even in this, I'm sure it's way beyond what we can even imagine. Eye has not seen nor ear heard, nor has it entered into the heart of man what God has prepared for those who wait on him. At this time, we're told there will be a new heaven and a new earth. There will be no more sea. The new Jerusalem will come down from heaven. It's just something that's boggling to our brains, that it's hard for us to comprehend. This new Jerusalem that's going to come down is 1,500 miles cubed, 1,500 miles wide, 1,500 miles long, 1,500 miles high. We can't comprehend that. Yet it's 100% true. Brethren, I want to encourage you to be filled with wonder and amazement again at this great God who loves us so much that he wants to have this intimate fellowship with us. Remember, prayer is communication with God in worship, but it's intimacy. It's an intimate fellowship that God has given us the privilege to have a part of. And he has paid our debt in order that we might be able to participate in this with him. Brethren, pray. Go before your Father, your Abba, who loves you with this everlasting love, rejoicing in what he has prepared for you, and have a blessed day.